Hi, and welcome to another month of Tribes, this time January 2023. Hi, John, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm I'm decked out.
And we just got kicked out of YouTube for
Oh,
that. In any case, we
yes.
uh, we have a lot of stuff coming this month. So happy to have you guys along, and maybe we should get right into it, John.
Absolutely. Our first subject is the vote on the starfighters. Or I guess in this case it's not a true starfighter because the spider crab. Why don't you talk about that?
All right, yeah. So it was quite clear you guys like the industrial spider crab, which is, I guess, a more utilitarian aerospace vehicle, a sort of ancillary vehicle that would be for salvage and repair operations. Maybe it's used by pirates for tearing down hulls and salvaging things they shouldn't be doing. But in any case, the vote was overwhelming, and the Spider Crab won with 82% of the vote with 161 votes. The poor Star Lancer, which we have recently renamed into the Star Piercer, uh, is only at 18% with 35 votes. If you did like that design, you'll have another chance in the near future.
Before we get on to that, let's talk about the spider crab for a bit. In fact, I was even thinking about how with the Atafoy, the spider crab could have been the ship trying to help or trying to dismantle it. So that's a good story. Print both ships.
Absolutely. Buy and print both ships. So it's going to take a little while. I would estimate that it's going to be out more towards the end of the month because I haven't got started on it yet. I'm a little bit busy with some other stuff. But yeah, the idea behind it is just to have something that will really fit into a lot of different scenes. And I think in a lot of different science fiction settings too. There's always, those sort of like non-combat vehicles like tankers or the towing vehicles really make a scene come to life in a way that just a starfighter or a starship can't do by itself. And this we might see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting mechanical challenge to get it from the page into 3D and then 3D printed. um, but I think we're going to be happy with the results.
I've been wondering. I've been looking at the spider crab. Are they actually going to articulate, or will it just be different replaceable parts?
That's a good question, John, and I won't know the answer to that for a few more weeks. Knowing me, I'll probably try to make it as mechanically sound as possible, but within reason too. It may be a case if we have some static parts that we can swap out to begin with, and then perhaps as we go and move into the Starfighter 3 Frontier later on in the year, we may add additional parts or articulate those parts.
Let's talk about the Starpiercer. It's not. It has a chance, but it could have been the spider crab was like super popular and everyone wanted it because it was so different. What's gonna happen this month?
So the Starpiercer's journey is not over just yet. In fact, we're into a month of second chances. We are going to run a brand new poll with older ships that we've already previewed. That will be a case of running the Gary Bath up against the Starpiercer. And we'll see, maybe it was the more popular design, maybe not. Will we ever see it again if it does get downvoted? Who knows? But in any case, that will determine which ship we will design and create for the February releases.
I hope we'll see the Starpiercer in the future, not rigging this time.
Well, I would not like to flush the design down the toilet. Uh, but speaking of which, we are going to actually.
I have to laugh silently because it records on one track.
Editor's note: I could not make this make sense, so we're just gonna jump to where we start talking normally.
We are revisiting water closets this month and going to implement the folding toilet seat into our classic designs. We'll update the bases as well, so we bring them into the standard of Starship The Next Generation, so the floor will be at the correct level, and probably even do a standalone cabin, so you can, yes, have some privacy aboard your Starship for your needs.
The cool part about this one is this is a revisit of a previous item. Are we releasing a new thing for people to purchase in this case, or what?
No, it'll be both. It'll be an update to an old design. So if you already own it, it will be updated as the standalone product. As we go on, changing things, we'll probably use this moving forward. Although I don't know yet exactly what the rollout's going to look like, because we have used that model many, many times in the past.
And don't worry, if you love the old one for some reason, you like pulling supports out the sides of tiles, it's still going to be there. Just going to be adding more. Thanks to people in the tribe, we're able to revisit things that we normally wouldn't get a chance to. Let's get on to 3DO. Last month, there was a feature focus poll. Not new features, but what you would want us to mostly focus on. And the results surprised me. About 39% wanted more bundles and more ships, and that was the most voted for option. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to try to achieve all of the Second Dynasty's major item catalog by the end of June.
That sounds great to me, John. And in fact, I love the idea of having more and more of our library back catalog available there. And speaking of that, and people being loyal, it's actually time to start talking about loyalty rewards, because the tribe is now quite getting up there in age.
Yes, it's very exciting. We're already released 2 loyalty rewards for everyone in the tribe. If you've been on the tribe for 3 months, you get Starfighter Pack 1. That way people that didn't join at the very beginning are finally getting those ships that were released really early on. If you've been on for 6 months, we're releasing Starfighter Pack 2 as your loyalty reward. And we're going to be doing something even cooler. For the back catalog tier, we're going to be launching and releasing the Shuttle Alpha Kickstarter Edition as their loyalty reward. This is a limited time available loyalty reward that'll be done at the end of each month. We'll check your past 3 months, and if you've been on the back catalog for those 3 months, you get the Shuttle Alpha. And that'll be done for 3 months, and then it's changed over to a different ship.
Wow, I mean, that's an incredible deal, because it's not just the Shuttle Alpha, which is our best-selling ship ever. It is also the stretch goals from way back in 2018 when we did Starship 3, and it includes a bunch of different variants. And, you guys are worth it.
That's only for the back catalog, and you have to have stayed on the tribe for 3 consecutive months to get that loyalty reward in the back catalog tier.
In addition to the loyalty rewards that we just gave out, we're also preparing for the next segment of free rewards for people who have been with us for 3 months or longer. And we're going to put out a poll for that. So you guys will get to choose between 3 models or sets, which will be added free to anyone that's been with us 3 months or longer.
That loyalty reward will only be available in February, and you've had to subscribe for 3 months to get that reward. And Ben, is that all?
It's not all. It's 2023. What does our year look like? We'll be discussing that in the coming weeks and months. But the very first thing we are going to present will probably be out at the end of February. And you guys will get to see a short preview of it now. Introducing the Odyssey. This ship is based on my original Chimera sketches. Obviously, the final result turned out quite a bit different than this initial version, but there was still some redeeming qualities, and I always wanted to have like a curved pack for it. So look out for that coming at the end of February.
That's really I'm excited. The Odyssey, I've already saw the sketches, and now we get to see the things. Is it finished?
There are large segments of it which are printable. Let's put it that way. No, it's not. I'm going to be taking a break from it once the initial concept is finished, and we will be releasing it to Frontiers towards the end of next month. By that time, it will be fully printable and ready to go with all the bells and whistles.
I love the Chimera line. I like the Attaboy. Should we call this a part of the Chimera line?
Technically, it is, but it also takes the new developments that we've had in the past couple of years, especially all of the floor tiles are going to be based on the Starship The Next Generation sort of floor heights. So we'll actually, in a way, be expanding those packs with our original tiles in that design. There are new ladders. There are new layouts for the bridge. And of course, we'll be implementing the new water closet into this design as well. Of course, the Chimera being famous for the fact that we forgot to include a water closet with the original ship. So there's a lot of new material for returning Chimera customers if you want to make new expansions for that. And it will also be a standalone ship. And of course, for our tribes members, the Frontier will be at a discounted rate.
Cool. So you're actually going to get like a discount code?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Unlike Kickstarter, where we cannot offer any discounts on the page, this time as a Frontier directly, we will be able to offer that. So you guys will be able to purchase that model at a discounted rate.
Man, there's so many cool things coming for the tribe, and I'm glad that we're able to include a discount for those because you've been on our journey for a while now. I want to add
You
some.
could even say it's quite the Odyssey.
No, we're not including that. That cut.
We want to thank you guys for being so loyal. We're hard at work on the next couple of projects. We'll be back next month with another update, so stay tuned.
Bye.
And stay subscribed.